It's not as convenient as all the other subjects, but swimming has a major upsides, not just for you, but also maybe for the planet. That is why we're doing this. So the reason I believe it's so important for us to wrap our mind around water and water activities, because there's an overlap between what's good for you and what's good for the environment. When I studied with some Native American wise men, they told me,
awareness is not the first thing that needs to occur when it comes to health and well-being of the environment and the individual. The first thing is connection.
Connection to specific things, your environment. Swimming provides you an extra reason to get out there and get connected to nature. And once you're connected to it, you become aware of it. And when you become aware of it, you might actually start to care about it more than you've done before. Now, when you do that, this process is good for your body as well. So it's not just good for the environment when we care. It's a full body exercise. It's not weight bearing, so it's very easy on your joints. Yet every single muscle on your body works, including your muscles around your jaw or your ankles. Everything is angulating as you're swimming. Alright, so you don't really need to swim in any kind of crazy tempo like, that you imagine professional swimmers would be trying to do. You do not need to improve your speed. You don't need to improve anything. You just try to last and nice and easy. Work on your safety and enjoy the cardiovascular capacity of swimming. That's what you want to do. So why people are so scared of it? Because the idea of sinking and drowning is the obvious one. Also, oftentimes when people are out in an open water environment, on lakes and rivers, the idea of the unknown underneath you is scary for people. Which I understand, after all, ocean is an upside down jungle, literally. They're scared of it because of the animals. But that's really not the reason to be scared of any kind of water. You need to respect the water you enter. Know the rules, know the environment. If you're in the ocean, know what is a riptide, know what kind of waves you need to duck under, those kind of things. When you're in a river, understand how the flow of the river, what you need to watch out for. Those are the important things. The animals, they don't really bother you, so just be respectful towards everything. Okay, nothing is better than first thing in the morning, on a chilly morning. You go out, if you have access to any kind of water, and you just jump right into it. So, I'm cozy right now. That will wake me up. Now, it's not convenient. I completely agree, it's not convenient. Unless you can afford to have a swimming pool, it's difficult to have regular access to water. But that's okay, because some activities are okay if they are seasonal in your life. Indeed, that is the best thing. If you have certain time of the year when you can practice certain activities, then it becomes a seasonal event for you. So you don't get psychologically burnt out while you're practicing it all the time. I mean, I'm lucky. Here in Los Angeles, I have water all year long. That's easy. It's a no-brainer. All right. So a wave like this, you want to duck under. And then you can just swim.
So swimming for me is a really cool alternative to running. As a soccer player, you always have like so much force on your joints because of switching direction. So swimming for me is a really cool exercise to get some endurance in without putting pressure on my joints. I really like it because it's so different to soccer and to running.
So open water swimming is a different beast. What you want to do
is just relax and go for the long haul. It's the best kind of swimming. These are my favorites.
Ooh, saltwater swimming can be a beauty treatment for skin. Very cool.
Because you can just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
With swimming, if you keep it seasonal, for 3 months out of the year, you're exposing yourself to swimming whenever you can. It still affects your body just like cross-training would. Cross-training, essentially the way it works, you're doing certain activities regularly, and when you're taking a break from that activity, you can still do other activities which are drastically different, and that gives you an active rest. Active rest still makes your metabolism work, while the joints that you predominantly use in your main activity are resting. So it's just really good for you. So swimming could be one of your active rests, seasonal rests from the stuff that you do year in and year out. Let's check what does the internet, specifically Google, have to say about swimming. Okay, 10 amazing benefits of swimming you never knew. Swimming helps you to stay flexible. Well, when it comes to your shoulders, definitely. Oh yeah, swimming is much better at burning calories than most activities. In fact, it's thought you'll burn 40% more while swimming than you will while cycling. That's a lot of effort. Of course, with cycling you utilize your legs predominantly. With swimming, you're actually using every active muscle in your body to propel yourself through the water, which is incredible if you think about it.
Also, like, some people don't like to sweat. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but some people hate the feeling of sweating.
And you don't think you sweat while you're swimming?
You don't feel it when you're swimming. Like, think about how
You
hard
sweat,
it is.
you just don't feel it.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you don't because you're in water.
Okay, well, interesting. That's not on the internet, but someone else provides us some more information. Swimmers sweat in the pool. Swimmers lose just as much sweat in the pool as any other athlete loses on land. Weird swimmer facts. Okay. Freedivers can hold their breath more than 10 minutes.
What?
I know. The average high school swimmer swims 1 million strokes per season. That's a lot of arm movement in comparison to, think about how many times you reach up in a day. Not very many, right? So swimming at least makes you use the full range of your shoulder, which is very good for all the muscles around your shoulder. Okay guys, so I think we found out a lot about swimming. I think it's worth the risk, but you have to kind of judge it for yourself. Just play around with it, be gradual with swimming, so don't push too hard. Indeed, knowing water safety is a prerequisite for any kind of swimming activity. Let it be doing diving type of exercises or simple swimming drills. Open water, lakes, rivers, swimming pools. Treat water with respect. And if you do that, it can become one of the best exercises that you can do. So you can meditate underwater. You have to be careful with it because you don't want to push it. So meditate. Try to switch right into that meditative state when you think about nothing, nobody, and no place. But when you need to breathe, you gotta come up and take a breath. There's a version which makes it much easier to stay underwater is when you actually exhale before you go down. I'm going to exhale first, then go down.